Everyone, it's nice to have you on this evening. Today what I'm going to be talking about is following up and closing. I kind of wanted to recap a little bit last week because I felt that there were some areas that I didn't cover very well. You know, I am my biggest critic, so I wanted to cover a couple of those areas again, so that I feel that you're kind of getting an understanding of what it is that I'm talking about. I need to be clearer, that's what I'm saying. So one of the things that I did touch on was the 5-5-3 formula. And this is a formula that you can use when you are prospecting. So it's almost having a to-do list, because sometimes, you know, when we think about what it is that we have to do on a daily basis, particularly social media, it can be very, very overwhelming. And also, I am a serial scroller, so I will quite happily get lost scrolling through my phone. And what I need to be doing is being proactive and having, okay, not an endless to-do list. I would recommend something like 5 to 6 things on your list, and ticking them off. But one of the things, if you're serious about growing your business, is, okay, how many people should I be speaking to a day, and the kind of things that you should be saying. So the 5-5-3 formula is you can either send friend requests or reconnect with people that are on your Facebook list currently. I mean, I am quite active on Facebook and I am constantly engaging, you know, I'm warming up the algorithm to talk to people. But yeah, so reconnect with people perhaps that you haven't spoken to for a while, or you can do a friend search and look for people that you think, you know, will be great for what it is that you're looking for. I know I have spoken previously about finding the tool that you can use, and I do need to look for that, and I will come back to you on that. The other thing, so that's 5, popping the question to 5 people a day. So reaching out to 5 people and being direct with, hey, I've got an opportunity. Are you open to taking a look? And then what I've got in here is the ATM system. Now, I know we've not launched the ATM system, but what I would do is, if you are reaching out to 5 people, speak to whoever your upline is or the leader to see if there can be a 3-way conversation. Because if you are new to the industry, I'm not saying this is for people that are already networking, but people that need that extra support, go up to whoever your upline is and go, hey, do you know what, I've spoken to somebody, can I organise a 3-way chat? I'm sure the leaders that are on the call will not mind that at all. So absolutely, you can use me too if you want to. So closing recap. So when somebody has looked at some information, now what I find is that people want information quickly. The world works very, very fast. So I won't wait. If I know we have presentations on a regular basis, you know, I do them Tuesdays and Sundays. But if I spoke to somebody on Wednesday and I wasn't presenting till Sunday, I would get information in their hands really quick. I'd say, hey, I've got a recording and I've been doing that all week. Have a watch and let me know when you can watch it, because I always want them to confirm, because I won't send them the link until they've given me a time of when they can watch it. And I'll go, great, am I all right to get in touch at said time? When they've watched it, what did you like most? What is your goal for starting this business? On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being you're ready to get started now, or let's get the application out of the way. I know for some, saying that question is very direct, but if you don't ask, it's always going to be a no. So super, super important. Okay. I wanted to talk to you about kit days. I can't remember whether I spoke about this last week, but I have something called kit days, and these are keep in touch days. When someone has said no to the opportunity, things will change over time. It can take an average of 8 to 10 exposures before somebody's ready to get started. Now, I think I shared with you last week about a lady that I spoke to over a period of 8 years, and then she decided to join. And in actual fact, in front of me, because I'm going to show you the sheets that I've been filling out. Now, I did upload these to our MCC subscribers group. I'm somebody that's paper-based, so I need to have something physical. I'm also kinesthetic, so I like touch, and I just, yeah, so I have to work. I'm not digital, even though I'm obviously building a business online. That's ironic, isn't it? But I need to have paper and I need to have something to work through. So you can download these if this is something that you want. And what I will do on here is you can use them as you want. So all I've got on here is everybody that I'm speaking to, if it's a no, if I've sent a video, if they've watched the presentation. And these ticks, this is just something that I use, is the amount of times that we follow up, because following up is the key to your success. Because people, after, you know, people aren't responding, people give up and think that that's it, and that isn't the case. You have to make sure that you are following up. So kit days, I'll reach out to somebody and I'll just check in. Hey, how you doing? And you know, what's going on with you right now? I may well go through their profile and see what's going on in their life, or I might just simply send them a message and say, hey, we haven't spoken for a while, how's things? Because I always want to keep that relationship going. It's just the type of person that I am, and people feel that you care. So for example, there was a lady that reached out to me when I did my my first curiosity post. She was like, I'm really keen, blah blah blah. And anyway, it was a no. You know, going for no is really important, because the more no's that you get is the closer that you are to the yes. But I know her circumstances will change, and I'm still reaching out to her about once a week, just keeping the conversation going. She's telling me about her life and I'm telling her about mine. Yes, it takes time, but we're in the business of people, and people aren't buying into my car club. People are buying into you. So you need to be that person that is caring about the people that you're speaking to genuinely. So kit days, you need to do them. So the fortune is absolutely in the follow-up. People won't join after the first exposure. I mean, it's nice when they do. In fact, Rick, who is on tonight, he watched the presentation, he was in. An absolute dream. We'd all like those, wouldn't we? That everyone watches the presentation and goes, hey, yeah, I'm in. But people will have questions, doubts, concerns, and maybe it's just not a great time. And subconsciously, some want to see how you're going to do first. So don't be put off by people saying no for the first time. The majority of people that I've enrolled, I've had an established relationship with. I didn't know them initially, but I've built that relationship over social media, some for months, even years. You have to stay the course, and some of the no's will become yeses later on. So what I want to do is just create an effective follow-up system so that you can stay in contact with your contacts and not have superstars slip through the cracks. Now, when I got into the industry of network marketing, it was 2010, May 2010. I remember it very well. You never know who you are going to bring in. You never know who your superstars are going to be. And, you know, some people that come in, I always have a tendency, I really want to help people, and people that have had struggles, in particular, people that perhaps struggle with their mental health, or people that don't have a lot of belief, because I'm really passionate about people starting to see how incredible they are. And, you know, we are a society where we are far more negative than we are positive. Now, when I started in the industry in May 2010, I was a broken woman. I was not in a good place. And on the face of it, it may be I might have been the type of person that perhaps people would think, hey, it's not somebody I'd want to work with. I was negative. I'd come out of an abusive relationship. I was really not in a good place. And when I started, did I think that I could be successful? Absolutely not. But it was being in the industry and being around people and being around success that made me start having that belief. And I think it was 2 years. I know I've shared this story before. 2 years, I was just earning £100 a month from my business. That was it. And I got to the point where I was in an unhappy marriage and I thought something has to change. And that's when I did the inner work. I was working on myself. I was listening to everything that I could. I was reading lots of books. I was immersed in The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. I really believe in the law of attraction. What you put out, you get back. I really, really recommend it. And that's when things started to change for me. So you never know who you're going to bring in. Did the lady that introduced me think that I was going to go on to build a business that was going to turn over 4 million a year? Absolutely not. So for me, I would say don't prejudge. You never ever know who you're going to be speaking to, and hold their hands and absolutely show them the way. So the 3 key principles of following up is, number 1, keep your promises. Always do what you said you're going to do. So if you told a prospect that you'd follow up with them on a specific date, make sure that you do it. People really appreciate it. Super, super important. If you say you're going to do something, you've got to build that trust and you've got to build the rapport. You need to get organized. Use a planner or a digital calendar, or these sheets that I've got. Put reminders on your phone every time you're due to follow up with somebody. You can't run your business like a hobby and expect to get $1 million results. It just doesn't work like that. So you've just got to be methodical and success will come. You have to have a plan. Now, this week, I think I went to the office on Tuesday, I think it was, and then Wednesday, I was just on it, and I got myself organized, got all my sheets up to date, and I've just reached out to everybody that I can. Now, I know I've introduced the 5-5-3 method. You don't have to stop at that. I'm not like that. When I'm on it and I can't stop. I think sometimes that's an issue for me. Darren knows that. I get like laser focused. So you need to get organized and find a system that works for you, so that you are making sure that you are keeping in touch with your kit days and you are following up with people when you've promised that you would. And also, you have to keep these people in the loop. You create a relationship with your best prospects, connect with them on social media, give them a call, or even meet them in person if they live close by, and make sure you keep them updated on any big events or new additions. I'll give you another example. When I was in Dubai, there was a lady, when I did a video on the rooftop, there was a lady said, hey, I'm interested. And for whatever reason, she just wasn't watching the video. And this week on Wednesday, I said, hey, are you still open to looking at the car membership? Cool, if not, I can cross you off the list. She said, no, send it over. I said, right, when can you watch it? And she said, I can watch it now. So I sent her the link, and she was like, oh my goodness, that's amazing. She said, I'd like to meet you in person. So she is local to me. So on Monday, after I've dropped the kids off at school, I'm going to meet her. She was in my previous organisation, not direct to me. She was in my downline. So I think building that relationship, keeping in touch, continue with the curiosity post, because people are watching. And that's why I'm kind of going off in a tangent because I'm getting excited when I talk about social media, but keeping your stories updated, because you can post on there as many times as you like, and you can see who's watching. So having a system is really, really key. If I hadn't got Maxine, her name is, if I hadn't got her on my list, and I'm going through this list daily, so I know to follow up, that could have got lost. So find a system that works for you so that you can keep these people updated. So what do you do when your prospect stops responding? Now, this happens. I'm sure many of you have perhaps people that have been in networking for a long time. You will get people that don't respond, but never assume that someone is avoiding you. Maybe they have something going on because life happens, or they accidentally miss your message, you can follow up with something like, hey, are you okay? Send them a funny GIF or a meme, go and love on their posts, or simply just change the subject. So never, ever presume that it's just not for them. It's really important to just change the subject, check in, how are things? And I've got a guy that I'm speaking to that, yeah, I'm registered. I want to get registered. I want to go. It looks amazing. And now nothing. However, I will continue to build that relationship. And funnily enough, today he sent me a message wishing me happy birthday. So that is, you know, the opportunity for me to get back into conversation with him. So never ever assume that it's going to be a no. It's just, I want you to have in your mind, relationship build, focus on that. If you still get no response, this is really, really powerful. So, hey, it looks like you have a lot going on right now. It's no big deal. I can totally relate. I can just cross you off my list for right now. If you've got any questions or need anything, you know where to find me. People don't like being crossed off lists. And you will be surprised about the people that will come back to you. No, don't cross me off the list. Hey, I've got this going on. I've got this going on. I don't want to be crossed off the list. A really, really, you know, easy response. Not everyone's going to respond because some people, for whatever reason, have decided that it's not for them. But don't worry about it, because if you're not asking the questions, it's always going to be a no. So it is time, my friends, to go out there and share our amazing opportunity. I told you it was short tonight. It is my birthday, so I'm going to be spending time with family. So coming next week, we're going to be talking about Facebook Lives. Now, I did briefly chat, did a post in, I'm going to stop sharing now, in our Facebook group. For those that are in the Facebook group, you need to get yourselves in there because obviously I'm putting a lot of content in there. I'm trialing TikTok because I have got quite a good following on TikTok. I wanted to test the waters to see how it was going. And I did a curiosity video in there. Hey, do you know I'm part of a car club membership where you can drive a car for $33? And the response has been amazing. So I may well introduce at some point for those that, you know, want to use TikTok, but I'll just have a look. There is, I'll count how many people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 people have come forward and said, hey, can I have some information? Because what I've done is I've dangled that carrot. I've not given any information, but now what I'm doing on TikTok in Messenger is building relationships with those people. And obviously I want them to have information fast. So I'm sending them the business presentation, the recordings, and then I'll get them on a live presentation so that they can see it live. Before we finish, has anybody got any questions? Dickens.
Hi, Louise.
Hi, Fitz.
Yeah, is it okay to go ahead, or Dickens is going ahead?
You want me to take the lead?
Yeah, go on, Dickens. You go
All
first.
right, thanks, bro. No. Mine was a quick one. Would really wish to, you know, follow the social media handles of the presenter, you know, to check out what she's doing. We can always benchmark on that if that is okay with you.
Sure.
Sorry?
Say that again, sorry.
No, I said I would wish to follow your social media handles, you know, to benchmark on that, see what you're doing on TikTok, you know.
Yeah.
Get to borrow 1-2 ideas so that we can come up with our original. If you don't mind sharing what your username on TikTok is, if that is okay.
Yeah, I'll look that up. And are you in the My Car Club chat?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'll put it all in
be.
there. Yeah, no problem.
No, please, thank you.
Fitz?
Yeah, hi. Thanks, Louise, and thanks for an
That's right.
excellent presentation. Happy birthday again.
Thank you.
I'm just still deciding whether the unicorn suits you or not, so I'll get back to you.
Okay, let me know.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, I've been on many social media training over the years, and I have to admit, yours is really, really fantastic. I'm a very private person myself and my wife, so we're quite analog. We've always struggled with social media, but we realize that if you're not on there, you're going to get left behind, and doing it the old way is just really, really going to be slow. So we really, what we said to ourselves is that, look, if you want results from the rest of the world, you have to give them something.
Mhm.
And people want to check in on you, just like you. They want to see, what are you doing today? So we do give a little bit of our personal lives, and we mix it in with my car club just to mix it up. And we're taking some of the key things you're saying. I love the way you're doing the training because it's really bite sized. It's not too
Yeah.
much,
Yeah.
and it's very basic. It's
Yeah.
Facebook, not calling anyone a dummy, but Facebook for beginners. Like myself, and helping us become, kind of intermediate and get to experts eventually. So it's really, really, really helping. So just want to say thank you very
Oh,
much, and keep continuing what you're doing. I do, when I do the My Car Club post, I tell my wife to do her own post and just to change the words a little bit. But is it as effective if I do a My Car Club post and tag my wife in? Is it as effective? Was it better to do them separately?
Yeah, definitely do them separate. Yeah.
Okay,
Because
super.
if you shared it on her timeline, so for example, my partner Sam, she did a post for me for my birthday today, and it was on my timeline, and it got, I think, 3 comments on it. Yeah, I've done one, celebrating 46 years, and it's got 120 on it. So it's, yeah, much better for you guys to do them separately.
Brilliant stuff. So what I tend to do, I look at, Mark Hamlin, yourself. I'll see what you've posted. Sometimes I may take the simple, but I'll change the wording to make it myself. And I definitely have to admit, when I do the My Car Club post on my timeline, I put it on my Facebook story, and I put it on my WhatsApp status, and I always get 1 or 2 comments. I don't put My Car Club. People don't know what it is, but I let them know that they can get this exclusive opportunity for
Yeah.
29 euros a month. And I always put a call to action, like put yes in the comments.
Yes.
Or put more info. And I get people say yes in the comments, or more info on WhatsApp status or Facebook Messenger. So it's really helping. So thank you very much, Louise.
You're really
Thank you.
welcome.
Enjoy the rest of your day. And
Thank
send me
you.
some cake, please. Thank you.
Okay. Also, I was going to say that also you can't really do anything wrong. So for example, I did a curiosity post because I was testing the timing, and I did one yesterday, and I think it was around 11 o'clock. No traction on it at all, so I just deleted it because I want my timeline to look like my posts are all engaging and people are commenting. So you can't really make any mistakes. You just got to tweak it and find out what works for you.
Brilliant. And what I do when people do respond, I ask them, oh, would you be free to join our Zoom? We do our own Zooms. And once they agree to it, and I said, would it be okay to send you the link? And they say yes. So they've confirmed, I send them the link. So it's good to get that confirmation. It saves you from being in the dark and, do I call them now? Would they have watched it now? And you're chasing people. So it's always good to get that confirmation. So thanks again. Thank you.
You're welcome. Wade, my friend, how are you?
Hey, happy birthday.
Thank you.
What's in the Facebook group you've referred to a couple times in the chat?
Yeah, so what I've done is I've set up a My Car Club subscribers group, which is for everybody. So what I'm doing is I'm putting content in there pretty much on a daily basis on tips on how to grow your business on social media. I'll add you because we're friends, aren't we, on Facebook?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll add you into it. But what I'll do is for anyone that is not friends with me, I'll post the link to that in the My Car Club chat. I have launched the ATM group, but Rayhan wants me to hold off us starting that yet. But as soon as we are launching the ATM system, then I'll let you guys know. I just wanted to kind of start to give you the training on that because it's super, super powerful because we're working as one big group and it's very, very active, and people have a fear of missing out. So, when they're in that group, they'll see all these people joining, people that are platinum members, fast track bonus and all of that. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting time. And this training that I'm doing on a Thursday, I had the meeting with Shweta, Paul and Rizwan on Tuesday, is going to be every Thursday. So I'm going to be doing content on so much in terms of Instagram, Facebook. I'm going to do some TikTok. So yeah, you're going to be stuck with me every Thursday, I'm afraid. Right, guys, thank you so much for joining this evening. It's been lovely to see you all. And for those of you that join the presentation on Sunday, I will see you guys then.
Happy birthday.
Bye. See you later.
Happy
Bye.
birthday.
Thank
See you.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Mom.
Cheers. Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.